Na, das kennen wir doch. Auf die Bahn schimpfen. Billige Fahrkarte.
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my collie, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared. But I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Goodbye, sir. The ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazes Chilean Company.
Da geht doch was nicht mit rechten Dingen zu. Mal gucken, was haben wir hier? Keine Spuren vom Zug, Sonderwagen? Geht nicht. Okay, geht alles nicht. Unfall, die Chilenen blieben rein zufällig an Bord des Zuges. Der Kontrolleur könnte sie übersehen haben. Die Besitzer der chilenischen Firma Barcazas wurden vorsätzlich an Bord des Zuges gelassen. Der Kontrolleur ließ alle Fahrgäste bis auf die Chilenen aussteigen. Ich glaube das da. Ich glaube nicht, das wäre echt komisch durch Zufall, weil er hat ja wirklich alle rausgeschmissen, bis auf die, die eigentlich diese Erfindung kaufen wollten. Ich will nochmal gucken, kann man noch was machen? Nee, okay. Das hat bestimmt irgendwas damit zu tun. Kann man mit dem reden? Hallo? Nee. Was machen wir denn jetzt? Mal gucken. Was der Sonderwagen transportierte. Ah, wir haben aber noch nicht mit diesem jungen Bahnhofsvorsteher gesprochen. Das fehlt uns noch. Kann man... Was machst du denn? Nee, kann man nicht. Hier ist offensichtlich das Lagerhaus. Nee, kann man nicht. Koffer. Ich suche gerade das Büro von dem... Ah, okay, man muss so rum. Der bleibt aber auch an allem hängen, der Sherlock. Spalt im Boden. Blatt Papier.
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
Autonomer Stromgenerator. Na, da schau her. Diese Versicherung deckt den Totalschaden oder den wirtschaftlichen Totalschaden am Prototyp bis zu einer Höhe von 50% des Gegenstandwertes. Das bedeutet, es könnte natürlich auch sein, wenn er jetzt nicht so viel Geld aus der Erfindung bekommen hätte, dass der das irgendwie vorgetäuscht hat, um mehr Geld aus der Versicherung zu scheffeln.
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions.
Jung. Wir suchen lieber erstmal noch nach Hinweisen. Vorschriften in der Tasche.
Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with 2 furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand. Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did, and I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Das glaube ich nicht hier, unerfahrener Vorsteher.
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
Ah, that is... Well, I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
Telegramm. Bakenhof chattet viele. Lünder. Bevor wir aber nach Chesterfield gehen, lieber nochmal umgucken hier.
Don't touch anything, please.
Mach ich doch nicht.
A telegraph.
Die haben hier überall Telegraphen. Aha. Genau. Das wollten wir nämlich noch fragen. Die Versicherungskiste.
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from doing.
I apologise for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
I see that you kept your gripsack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him.